Hey, Mary. Okay, we gotta get moving. As we saw in the last episode, the falling sand on the Ember Twin can really get in our way. So it'd be best for us to get there as soon as possible. But not before doing a quick recap. So in the last episode, as we kind of just implied, we made our first landing on the Ember Twin. More specifically, we landed at the Quantum Moon locator that we've been hearing about for a little while. We got some more confirmation about the sixth location, which is almost certainly the eye of the universe, which is pretty cool. And if we ever really need like a locator, I guess, to find the quantum moon, we know where to go. But for the most part, we won't really be using it because we can just look. After that, we went to Chert's camp. We introduced ourselves to Chert, and we talked with her through the loop. She's one of the the only scientists, I guess, among the travelers. And she explores more so to kind of advance astronomy among the Herthians rather than just to explore. And so we found out that she hypothesizes that the universe is dying, especially due to how many supernovae occurred during the loop. Again, we had seen this earlier, I believe in episode 2. The number of stars that appear in the sky at the end of the loop is significantly lower than the number that we saw at the beginning. So she also realizes this, and she's kind of freaking out. I feel like very understandably. But yeah, interesting to note what she thinks about it. There is still some more to discover here, apparently, and in the lake bed cave, which was the place we went right after talking with Chert. But for the most part, I believe those entries are mostly just extra entries, not super important to the story or what we're going to be doing. I might go and quickly clean them up off camera just so that we don't have the little stars there, but for the most part, you don't have to worry about it. On the lake bed cave, though, we found another one of the quantum rocks, and we heard about a nomai that had gone missing, Colas. And accidentally, in the exact same way that Colas had discovered it, we found out that coming into contact with a quantum object and ceasing to be an observer, in that, we turned our flashlights off and we were kind of immersed in darkness, we ourselves became quantum as we were entangled with the rock, and we could kind of teleport with it as it went. So that's definitely an interesting phenomenon, and the third quantum rule that we needed to land on the quantum moon. So I believe we have everything we need for the quantum moon. But I do think that'll come later. It's a pretty big area, and I'm really excited to explore it with you. But for now, we're just going to put a pin in it. Because we had heard about the Sunless City, a area that we're going to be exploring today. So, and we can get right to it. We unfortunately had to battle with the sand last time, and a lot of the locations, especially underground, were restricted. So we're going to make our way back to the planet now and see what we can do. So I'll see you there. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh, that was close. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Maybe went a little bit overboard on the speed there, but you know what? It worked out, so who cares? So we're back at the escape pod. We know that at the bottom of this guy, there are some caves that will lead us to the Sunless City. We kind of took some time dawdling last time, but this time, no way. We're going straight for it. In fact, the ash has already started to fall, so let's start moving quickly. Whoa, okay, yeah. Man, look how much we was covered by the ash last time. Okay, so we have some ash in there, and actually, no, there appears to be some cacti on the other side. Oh boy. We have some writing down here. The path to the shelter site is somewhat convoluted, so follow the instructions ahead closely. Yeah, I always get lost here, actually. To reach the shelter site, walk forward until you meet the sandfall at the pit, then turn left. Continue to the room filled with the rock column formations and climb upward through them through the opening above them. The sand here is rising, so you must be cautious and swift. I'm just going to quickly forward, turn left. Okay. So the sandfall pit is here. We turn left. I'm not really good with my directions. Here? Yes, the room with the... Okay. That didn't happen. That just didn't even happen. Don't even worry about that. That didn't even happen. I'm actually really good at directions. True. I have no idea where I am right now. I'm just gonna try everywhere until I get it. No, wait, this is where we came from. Oh God, please no. Okay. Turn left. I was turning right. Right? Right? It just goes in circles. Turn left. Okay, there we go. Please don't break up with me. Oh, please. And yeah. And up we go. Is there anything else here, actually, really quickly? This just seems to lead around in a circle. Yeah, no, I get very confused here as someone who is very directionally challenged. Not that that's been evident so far, of course. Anyways, we can keep going. What do we have here? Be cautious crossing the chasm ahead. The bridge Melloray and I crafted will do its job, but it isn't strong. Once on the far side, look for the tunnel hidden behind the falling sand. Follow it and you'll reach the shelter site. Okay, so we're almost there. There's a... Okay. And there's the bridge. There's so much more to discover here. I think we got some time to look down here. We have some cacti. Not really something we can explore right now without getting our suit punctured, actually. So we can wait and see if we can come back once the ash has filled up a bit. But we can go across this, or, I mean, fly across the remnants of the bridge and go through here, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. You're doing well. There's only a little further left now to go until you reach the shelter site. You can rest there. Hurry, before the sand comes. Yeah, man, don't I know it. Let's go. Well, that's not inviting. Okay, here we go. Whoa. And down here, through here, and I believe we've made it. This seems to be a door to the big city, but of course, we gotta look at whatever's up here first. This is amazing. Look inside the cave. How did this come to rest here? We haven't encountered others in these caves. I think this is a rare find. From what we can see, Colas and I believe the specimen must be very old indeed. Imagine what we might learn if we could examine it. We both agree it's unlikely this dry planet is this horror's place of origin, especially considered what we observed during the vessel's evacuation. Clearly, this hole is too small for it to have fit through. Hypothesis, there's another entrance to this cave. If there is, Colas and I will find it. We can't leave valuable information undiscovered. An update. We need to find a way inside quickly. Melloray, because I returned here to search for an entrance to the cave, there were children playing on the specimen. Okay. Oh yeah, and this is the, yeah. The anglerfish. And we can actually see some writing down there. It's rough, just like, we know the children to write like. And, we can see if there is another entrance. It doesn't really look like it. I mean, surely there's gotta be, right? Maybe for now we can just leave our scout in there, and we can follow the light if ever we need it, so, yeah. But, really quickly, before the sand fills up, I do want to get to the city. Boop, boop. We are running low on oxygen, too, so hopefully there will be, like, some trees in here. Okay, I believe we're here. Anglerfish Fossil Overlook. Okay. Here we are in the Sunless City. Again, we're going to be dealing with the ash, so we got to go awfully fast. I believe this is the lighting, yes. And we have some names for the districts too. So just as we saw the Anglerfish Overlook, we got Stepping Stone District, the High Energy Lab Trailhead, and oops, the Eye Shrine District. So the High Energy Lab, if we're taking the heights to be where they are located, would be at the very bottom. But based on how long it took us to get here, I would assume that that's filled with ash. But we can really quickly fill up on oxygen here. Thank God. I thought we were going to suffocate. Should we build the sun station to power the Ash Twin project? Are there other ways to generate this level of power? Theoretically, yes. Practically, no. I can't imagine discovering them in our lifetimes. I understand this proposal is unsettling, but the Sun Station must be built if we hope to complete the Ash Twin project. I almost can't comprehend this being suggested seriously. The purpose of the Sun Station goes against every standard we hold ourselves to, and everything we believe in as a species. Unsurprisingly, I disagree. We're pushing a possible new technology further than ever before. That, in my experience, is the defining characteristic of our species. If we fail, and the probability of this is not insignificant, we will without question destroy ourselves, all life here, and the rest of this star system. I wish to protect these species. The potential annihilation of an entire star system is too severe a cost. We shouldn't build the Sun Station, no matter how badly we want the knowledge that comes with it. Fear of failure is a poor reason not to try, I believe. If we're cautious, the Sun Station will work. But I believe in Pi. Poke, I'm deeply honored. Idea, I comprehend your position. However, if we aren't all but certain the Sun Station will not cause the destruction once we've built it, then I won't support the station's use. Huh. So, a pretty fierce debate there. And something concerning the destruction of the entire star system. It's pretty deep. And the Sun Station as well. That's the first time we've ever heard of it, I believe. We're going to have to look a bit more deeply into this. And yeah, okay, the ash is coming up, so let's explore upward while we can. We have a little house here, again with the nomai dying in their beds, similar to what we saw in Brittle Hollow. Very disturbing. Oh, and for future reference, I'm sorry if I go rather quickly here. The Sunless City always kind of puts me on edge with the rising ash. It's very easy to get trapped and killed. So here we have the writing of a child. We're meeting in the fossil fish cave to play the game. If you're too big to climb through the anglerfish overlook hole, you'll have to go the long way, but it isn't too far. Go to the stepping stone cave and then up into the fossil fish cave. I tried to get to the fossil fish cave through the stepping stone cave, but I couldn't find it through the entrance. Where is it? Remember to feed the fossil fish first. If you go to the anglerfish overlook and throw a light into its mouth, he'll show you the way. Okay, hey, that's what we did. Tag it? Can't fit through the anglerfish overlook hole anymore because he grew bigger. He's taller than Levi now. Okay, these names are getting crazy. Who cares? Come on! Ilex is still the tallest. Okay. Put my pronunciation skills to the test here. Which isn't great. I'm a science major, not an English major. Okay. Oh man, yep. Here we go. We gotta go fast. Stepping Stone Cave. I would look through here, but I mean, the ash is getting pretty high. Maybe we can find a shortcut into the Sunless City that we can use in the future, so that we can get down a bit faster. But for now, we can go up the elevator, the slowest elevator ever. Okay, we got some more skeletons. This just leads out here. Here's where we came in. And here, we have some more stuff. A lot of skeletons around here. I don't see anything. Although we do have some holes in the ceiling. Anything over here? Huh, okay. Okay, we have some more holes in the ceiling. Doesn't seem like there's anything down here. Or at least nothing I can see. Although we do have something in there, although it's being blocked by a cactus. So maybe we can enter from the top. We'll just have to find an elevator or something. Whoa. Yes, actually, we can just go in right here. We are going to have to be careful, though, since as we saw, some of these actually just drop onto cacti. Was it this one? Well, I guess we're about to find out. Oh, no, okay. Right, so it's the one next to it. We're gonna have to try again here. And we are unfortunately in a rush, so. And we're running low on fuel too. So, this one, I believe, right? Yes, here we go. Okay. Let's see what we have. Who's been computing shuttle trajectories to the sun station? Don't worry, the station is in such a low stellar orbit, we've constructed a different, safer way to travel there from the Ash Twin. That would be Pi. I told her we wouldn't be traveling there by shuttle and that the sun station doesn't even have a landing pad, but she said she knew. It's purely theoretical. It's purely a theoretical exercise on my part, Yarrow. Who doesn't love computing a good low stellar orbit shuttle trajectory? Me. I've done it before. I don't like it. Pi, I look forward to working with you, but I'm also relieved that it will be easy to return to the Ash Twin regularly. Okay, so we know that the sun station, which we had just heard about, apparently has... Oh boy, the ash is starting to come. Okay, we gotta go. Apparently there is a way to access it from the Ash Twin. I'm guessing through a warp pad of some kind. But as Pi had been saying, I mean, I do not like working with orbital mechanics. It gets kind of tedious, especially when you get super close to the orbiting body. Okay, we're running out of places to explore here, so we can... The gravity cannon. Hey, alright. So we actually saw that above ground last time. Very interesting. And, oh boy. Okay. I'm guessing my camera was covered by ash, which is fine, because we need it for this now. We have a lot of ghost matter here, or probably. I'm guessing there's some... Yep, down there. Okay, don't go down there. Any over here? Nope, looks safe. Okay. Any... Just want to be... Okay, so we do have some there. That's safe. Okay. We'll just aim for the stairs. Whoa. This is apparently a pathway to the gravity cannon. And, yeah, sure enough, we have a shortcut. Okay. I didn't see this the last time that we were here. But we can see that if we need to enter the Sunless City a bit easier, rather than going through the caves, we can actually just take this little shortcut here. We should remember where it is, kind of at the top of this pile of rocks. I would go in and explore the gravity canyon, but it seems like, again, it's filled with ash. Classic. I am going to quickly go back and see if there's anything more we can... 60 seconds of oxygen. Okay. I'm going to go and refill our oxygen. Oh boy. Will I be able to get there? Come on. Oh boy. Things are getting kind of crazy here. There should be one more district here, the Eye Shrine district. Yes, here we go. Oh boy, that's not happening. Oh well, we're already in super deep anyways. Okay, up here, down. Just like in the last episode, we're fighting with the ash, and our fuel level's critical too. Don't think I can get up there. Oh. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Alright. And we do have some stuff in here. We can go fast, maybe. Did the eye deliberately call out to us by sending the signal, or did we hear the signal by coincidence? Could we be seeing meaning where there is none? Suppose the signal was produced incidentally. Does this mean the eye is any less important, though? Perhaps the eye wanted to be found. Could it be sentient? Maybe it chose us. Does the eye desire something from us? Could it need us in some way? Maybe it doesn't have to be us. We'll have to finish this later. But, at the very least, we can see that, similar to the Nomai in... Oh, shit. Similar to the Nomai in Brittle Hollow, the Ash Twin Nomai seem to have formed a kind of religion around the eye, believing it to be some kind of, maybe not god, but god-like object or creature. And we'll have to explore more of their thoughts in the next loop, since this one is about to come to an end, and in a very violent manner, may I add. This might be a bit disturbing, my love. I'm sorry. Okay, we're back, and for the record, I am very sorry about that. If I die in that way in the future, I'll probably just mute it. I kind of just, I, I might keep it unmuted for the first one, just so that I can kind of illustrate how it works. I'm very sorry, my love. I know that one is pretty disturbing, but at least now we have a shortcut to the Sunless City. I will see you back on the Ember Twin. Okay, here we go. Approaching the gravity cannon. And actually, I'm just gonna put my ship right here. Before we go in, though, we'd been hearing about the sun station. And, yeah, sure enough, that's probably what they were talking about there. We'll have to visit it eventually, and apparently there's an entrance on the, or a way to get there on the Ash Twin. So, we'll have to look there once we go there. But, for now, yes, we can take the secret entrance in, and we can explore a bit. I don't think there's anything here, since, most of it is, being blocked by ghost matter. Whoa. Okay. So, let's, actually, hold on, let's quickly go and, turn on the lights first. Since we have more time in the Eye Shrine than the other districts, even though we left off there last time, I'm actually going to start in the Stepping Stone Cave, but not before quickly going to the, oops, I just turned the lights off there. How'd that happen? Not before putting a light in the anglerfish's mouth, just like the, come on, just like the kid said. There we go. I believe this is the anglerfish. Okay. I can't even read it when it's on the ground. Oh. Okay. Magic. Cool. Whoop. There we go. Okay. Again, we have to move pretty quickly here. Although we should have a lot more time. Wait. Oh, actually. Okay, there is a hole in its mouth. Okay, nice. And I believe they said the Stepping Stone Cave, which is right down here, right? Yes, okay. Let's go! This is also another place that I get lost in quite frequently. But with the light, hopefully it'll be a bit easier. I have died here many, many times. Okay. We have the wire that we saw leading to the high energy lab. That's probably going to be something we'll need to find it, although I think that's something that we'll save for later. Since the stuff in the high energy lab is pretty crazy, and there's still a lot more to discover in the Sunless City before we do that. For now, we can walk up here and go through this door. Okay. We're back in the city, actually. Interesting. Are we playing the fossil fish game tonight? Oh, here's Solanum. Okay. I fed the fossil fish new lantern. If you go to the Stepping Stone Cave, the entrance to the fossil fish cave is easy to see now. Gratitude, Solanum. It's good you're small enough to climb through the hole at the anglerfish overlook. I'm still small enough. You won't be for so long. Mom and Dad are tall, so you and I will be tall too. Okay. And actually, there was a little way down here. Is this just a place that we had been already? It seems like it. But this is... Yes. Okay, so we have been there. It does seem like we missed it, though. The entrance, I mean. That seems to be a light. And... Yep, sure enough, that's our scout. Okay, so finally I found it. And, whoa, here we are. Okay, we are running low on oxygen and fuel, though, so we're going to have to move quickly. We have... Oh, man, that's kind of depressing. A lot of small skeletons here. Probably the children that we've been hearing about. Whoever was it when we ended last time is the anglerfish. Rule change. The anglerfish now has to wear a blindfold and do not peek. The rest of us, the little fish, line up against one wall. When the anglerfish says to go, the little fish sneak across to the other side. If the anglerfish catches you, you're eaten. Last little fish to be caught is the new anglerfish, but the old anglerfish gives the new anglerfish the blindfold and becomes a little fish. Why are we changing it? It's too hard if you can't see anything. Aunt Pie says real anglerfish are blind, so you have to wear a blindfold. The rule stands. Rule change. It's okay if younger kids don't wear the blindfold when they're it. The rest of us will still wear it for scientific accuracy and to make the game more even. Okay, so now we know that real anglerfish are blind. And actually, whoa, we have something up here. Although, I am running low on oxygen, and I'd rather not suffocate to death, so I'm going to try to find some way of not dying. And I will meet you back there. That was really close. I almost died. Thank God for church camp. But we can just retrace our steps really quickly and hopefully get back in that door that we left. Because there was some stuff on the wall. Oh boy, I'm gonna have a hard time finding this place, aren't I? Oh, maybe not. There it is. Whew. Cool. Okay, we're back. And at a significantly lower risk of dying. So, let's see what we have. Anglerfish study. Visually, the specimen appears to be of the same species as the anglerfish and dark bramble. We don't believe it originated from this planet. The long growth protruding from its head is bioluminescent. Perhaps it used this growth to attract prey, a lure? An update. Melloray, while I was here making sketches of the anglerfish, I observed the children I saw earlier playing here again. They added a rule to their game that incorporates our research. It's wonderful. Oh, I'm entirely delighted. It's never too early to appreciate biology. True. This anglerfish's digestive tract suggests a death by starvation. Interesting, so not suffocation. So, at the very least, they're different from real anglerfish in that way. They don't appear to be aquatic. But they do seem to operate with the whole, lure thing. But we do know that they're also blind. So if we ever encounter one, foreshadowing, it's going to be something we'll have to exploit. Okay, we gotta keep her moving. Is there any way we can get back to the Sunless City that doesn't involve going through the gravity cannon? Yes, okay, whew, I got lucky there. Nice. And really quickly, let's go back up to the Shrine District. Wait a minute, this isn't the Shrine District. Oh no, it is. I guess we just missed this last time because of the sand. Anything? Doesn't look like it. Let's see what we have. Again, Solanum. I don't know why everyone says the eye is important. They say it brought us to the solar system, but is that good? Dad told me a lot of Nomai died when our clan came here. What if the eye wanted that to happen? What if the eye isn't something good? Yeah, so like we had heard, Solanum was not sold on the idea of the eye, and we can see her writings as a child here. And honestly, I feel like she is right to question, especially with how devoted all the other Nomai around her seem to be. We can look through here. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna have to be careful here. And, oh, nice. Oh god. Yep, that's not happening. Okay. Oh no! Okay, that was an accident. Okay, yeah. There is a lot of ghost matter here. Like, an uncomfortable amount. And a lot of skeletons, too, which is maybe a coincidence, maybe not. Could be very possible that ghost matter is, oh boy, at least a contributor to the Nomai's mass death, apparently. Okay, be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to this star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye's signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this: the source the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than the universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. Okay, very similar to what we had read on the on Brittle Hollow, actually. If the eye called to us, why won't it reveal itself? Why is it so difficult to locate? Did the signal stop? Does the eye no longer desire to be found? Perhaps this isn't the eye's choice. The eye may not be able to communicate with us more than it already has. Did something happen to it? Okay, and we already read this, actually, but we can see if we missed anything. In particular, we can see if we missed anything here. No, okay, we actually got it, nice. But we did miss this one. Is the eye natural or artificial? Maybe someone built it. The eye is older than the universe itself. How could something exist before its creator? It could be naturally occurring, though this doesn't answer how the eye could be as old as it is. So we have a bit more of like scientific discussion going on here, where on Brittle Hollow it seemed to be a bit more speculative or even like religious. So although it is still almost like a church, I mean, it is called the Eye Shrine District, the individuals on the Ember Twins seem to be a bit more questioning of the Eye's apparent motives. And we can see, actually, oh, there's a window that leads out to the surface. We should probably get out of here while we can, though. Doesn't seem to be an exit that way, but as we saw last time, the place where we entered through, actually, we can get out right here. Whoa, nice. Cool. And there's actually a path leading up here. We didn't see it last time because we got brutally killed. Gravity cannon, yeah, okay. And maybe this time, actually, we'll have some time to explore it. Again, we're going to be battling with the sand a lot, unfortunately, this playthrough, so... Wah! Hopefully we can get something... God damn it. Doesn't look like it. There's going to be a lot of missing stuff. Okay, wait, hold on. Wait, what? Never mind. Apparently we have everything in the Sunless City. We also have mention of the Sun Station, and we got the anglerfish fossil. So, this actually seems like a perfect time to reset the loop. We still have some more time in this episode, which we can use to explore the high energy lab. Not before we violently die. So, I'm going to fly into the sun, and then I will see you again at the campfire. So, yeah, bye! Okay, we're back. And also, you know what? For the record, I'm very sorry if the Ember Twin episodes are going to be very unorganized. Honestly, the sand is is like the bane of my existence, and it can kind of mess up my plans a lot. But we'll try to deal with it as it comes. So I will see you again on the Ember Twin. Okay, here we are, and perfectly at the gravity cannon again. Although I am going to save exploring it for later, actually, I've decided. So, we can head right back through the shortcut, and we can go and explore the high energy lab, which was something we had been missing up until this point, since it's right at the bottom. Whoa, I'm going super fast this time, damn. And we're going to need it, trust me. Things get kind of crazy. Whoa, when we're going right to the bottom. So, let's just quickly light up the districts as always. And jump straight to the bottom. We're going to have a lot of time. Although, whoa, okay. I don't think there's anything in here, since apparently we got everything. So, we can just go straight to the high energy lab. Yep. There we go, and we can actually just follow the wire we'd seen. So that'll make it hopefully a bit easier to find. The music has stopped though, which makes it a bit eerie. But with the light of this guy, it shouldn't be too hard, right? Okay, how's this gonna work? Because this is just gonna, oh, yep, make us fall. So, whoa, okay, we might have to wait until the sand has filled up to like a level point until we can walk across. So, for now, I'll just speed up the footage and we can wait until that happens. Okay, we're getting kind of close. For the first time ever, we actually need the ash to help us. So far, it's just been a hindrance. It's been the bane of my existence. I hate it. We are going to have to be careful, though, since we did waste a lot of oxygen waiting there. Maybe I went too fast, actually. So we're going to have to move as soon as we get past these cacti. Normally, I just fly over it, but, well, I'd probably get pushed down. And the cacti, as we saw, can puncture our suit and make our oxygen drain faster, which we don't want like that. Okay, oops, I didn't even see that there. Okay, we're getting there, we're still close. Okay, we still have like 3 minutes. I think we'll be okay. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, never mind, damn, ow. Okay, let's keep her moving. We are... Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta go over. Oh my, they just had to make it more difficult, didn't they? This way. Oh boy, this is stressful. Okay, we did it, I think. Up we go. Whew. And hopefully there will be some oxygen up here. Whoa. Okay. We're close to this. Please, God, no. Oh, wait. Sorry, this goes down. Okay. So maybe if we make our way through here, we will find an entrance. Looks like it. We are going to have to fly, though. So, here we go. Oh, and yes, we're here. And we have our oxygen back. Nice. The high energy lab. And interestingly enough, that symbol seems to match the warp pads we've been seeing all across the solar system. So this could tell us their secret. We have some warp cores here. Something right here. Some type of viewing screen we can launch our scout into. It seems kind of empty, but maybe we will find its purpose by exploring up here. Oh, here we go. Records show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing the White Hole Station. Raimi and I are devising on an experiment to test if this is a real phenomenon or a simple machine error. In theory, what we want to try to reproduce is a negative amount of time elapsing between something arriving or entering the black hole and exiting the white hole at its destination. Initial things first. Our experiment setup will first pair a small black hole core with a small white hole core to mimic the setup on the White Hole Station. Hypothesis. It is possible for an object to exit a white hole before entering the corresponding black hole. Okay. So that's probably what that little area is down there. And we can explore a bit more once we get through this scroll here. Okay. An update. Our experiment here reproduced the anomaly in arrival and departure times, but Pi is unconvinced it's more than an equipment error. I hope to strengthen the effect to render it visible to the unaided eye. To that end, we've decided to try adding more energy. I imagine the Sunless City's energy supply should prove sufficient. Of note, Raimi, Yarrow requests that we let him know before we reroute the energy to the experiment. I'd hate to leave him in the dark. All available energy has been rerouted from the city to our experiment. Raimi and I are about to run a new test. Hypothesis confirmed! Hypothesis confirmed! I saw it! Pi saw it! Hypothesis confirmed! This is beyond extraordinary. This changes everything. What a beautiful day for the intersection of abstract theory and practical application. Huh. So, that's it then. The negative time interval we had actually heard about all the way back on Brittle Hollow is real. It wasn't an equipment error. Apparently, someone, or anything for that matter, can enter a black hole before it exits the corresponding white hole, which is crazy. And apparently, we can actually test it for ourselves here. If we pair a black hole core with a white hole core. Okay, so we have some two small ones, and if we shoot it into the black hole, it seems not super different to me, although just like they said, maybe we need to add more energy. So maybe this will make it a bit more apparent. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's very obvious. That's crazy. Huh. Right. So, we can see if there's anything more to explore here. I mean, that's already pretty groundbreaking. There's effectively time travel in this game. Okay, we have some more scrolls. And we have, something. Let's see what we have here. The Southern Observatory is asking if creating a 22-minute time interval is possible. That is, to have something arrive 22 minutes before it actually is sent through the warp. We've learned the negative time interval of time between departure, the negative interval of time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp core. Problematically, the energy required to extend the interval increases at an exponential rate. Hypothesis: creating a 22-minute long interval is possible, but we are currently unable to generate the necessary energy. Raimi and I believe it would be necessary to invent a new method of producing energy, a thrilling but enormous undertaking. We would also require advanced warp technology able to handle such energy. We would also likely need an enormous space to fit these proposed new energy and warp technologies together. The only location large enough would be the Ash Twin. The energy is currently unavailable, you say. You're a gas pie. My pun was unintended, Raimi, so I believe it's you who is aeriform. Huh, okay. And we do have another scroll here. And you know what? Curiously enough, they are wanting a 22-minute negative time interval, which is exactly the time each loop is. Interesting. The Ash Twin project will be one of our biggest undertakings, metaphorically and physically. To build it, we need to find a way to travel between the Ash Twin and each location that holds crucial project materials. What if we use the warp towers, like the ones we have on the White Hole Station, to connect the Ash Twin directly to each critical location? Poke, Root, and I can begin work on this immediately in the Black Hole Forge. This will keep us busy. Of note, each tower on Ash Twin will warp to a different planet. My gratitude to those who noted my imprecise language. Yes, the sun is not a planet. I believe this has been sufficiently clarified. Kindly stop reminding me. We can design each tower to visually reflect its warp destination. The Giant's Deep Tower, for instance, could resemble a cyclone, and we can model the Timperhurst Tower after a geyser mountain. Okay, so they were pretty creative, but that answers a question that we've been curious about for so long now. The warp pads on the planets. And apparently, all of the receivers are on the Ash Twin. So just like how we can apparently enter the Sun Station by warping from the Ash Twin, we can also go to any of the other planets by finding the towers first. Interesting. And you know what? That is probably how we're going to end up getting to the Black Hole Forge, the area that we couldn't get to before. Interesting. And yeah, sure enough, here's the door that was closed. And if we can get a good look at the Ash Twin, wherever it is. Yes, okay. So we can actually see the towers. So there's one and there's one there. So apparently all we'll have to do is enter and we'll be able to warp. Although if it's anything like the White Hole Station, they'll have to be aligned with the planet that we're warping to first. So that gives us a whole bunch of destinations. We can go and see if any of the teleporters will put us anywhere special. We've already seen a couple of them, and it doesn't seem like any of them will give us anything new. But the Sun Station one and the Brittle Hollow one should bring us to new places. And actually, curiously enough, there seems to be a warp tower for the Hourglass Twins themselves, which is an interesting choice considering we're going to be on them when we teleport. That's also something we may want to investigate. But before we do then, and to cap off the episode, I am curious, what would happen if we didn't do that fast enough? Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh god! What did I do? Oh. Well, damn, that sucks. Okay. We're back after destroying the fabric of space-time. That's just a little Easter egg that we can do. It's not actually canon. But okay, I think the probe just destroyed the village. That's a shame. Okay, anyways, thank you so much for watching this episode. I think we got a lot done, and luckily, I think we are done with most of the stuff on the Ember Twin, so we won't have to be dealing with the sand anymore. Next time, though, we're going to continue to explore what we just found out. We're going to finish exploring the Ember Twin, so there is still a bit more there, but then we'll see if we can travel to the Ash Twin and teleport around the solar system, so stay tuned. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye. I love you.